let's be honest. When you see a young, attractive Filipina with an older Western man, you already decided what it is. You didn't ask questions. You didn't want context. You decided he's paying. You decided she's using him. And a lot of people will go one step further and say it's disgusting. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. You don't hate that relationship because it's wrong. You hate it because it works. You hate it because it exposes something people in the West don't want to face. That attraction has never been about fairness. Men have always been chosen for what they can provide. Women have always been chosen for youth and beauty. That's not new. That's not shocking. That's not immoral. What is new is pretending that's no longer true. In the Philippines, nobody's confused about this. A younger man might look better, but if he can't provide stability, security, and a future, he's not the better choice. So the real question isn't why this bothers outsiders. The real question is why young Filipinas keep choosing older Western men, and why that makes people so uncomfortable. The first question everyone asks, is she actually attracted to him? And that question already tells you how shallow this conversation is. Because attraction isn't just looks. It never has been. Attraction is safety. Attraction is stability. Attraction is knowing your rent is paid and your fridge is full. And your future isn't just a question mark. Would you really not feel attraction towards someone who's feeding you, housing you, and building a future with you? Then comes the word that people love to throw around. Transactional. Every relationship on this planet is transactional. Every single one. People only pretend it isn't when the exchange benefits them. You bring something. Your partner brings something. That's the deal, whether you admit it or not. What people want is a simple answer. They want it to be real love or pure transaction. Because simple answers make people feel good about their own situation or the situation they don't have, especially when they're already unhappy. So they throw accusations instead of being honest. Here's where the West gets it completely confused. Social media tells you that you deserve a millionaire while you're working at McDonald's. Movies sell Prince Charming. Instagram sells image. So now people think you need to be a pretty boy and rich at the same time. That's not reality. That's internet delusion. In the Philippines, attraction is built differently. This is a survival culture. So the first question isn't, is he exciting? Is my life stable? Is my future protected? What does this look like for me and my children? And here's the part that makes people uncomfortable. Yes, provision matters. Yes, money matters. And yes, attraction can still be real at the same time. Those things are not opposites. They only feel wrong if you've been trained to believe that attraction is supposed to be a fantasy instead of a function. Older men bring calm, and that calm doesn't come out of nowhere. They've already lived life, divorces, losses, failure, rebuilding. Some have been through war. Some have hit real rock bottom. So when they show up, they're not experimenting anymore. They already know what they want. They already know what they won't tolerate. And they already have a plan for how they want their final years to look. From her perspective, this isn't old. This is reliable. A man who shows up the same way every day. No mood swings, no chaos, no guessing. That's trust. And before anyone pretends this kind of pairing is rare, it's not. Globally, men on average are older than their partners. The average age gap worldwide is around 4 years, and in many places, it's much larger. So what you're seeing isn't the exception. It's closer to the historical norm. The second thing older men bring is predictability. Not fake luxury. Not highlight real nonsense. Consistency. Food on the table. Rent paid. Bills handled without drama. In the Philippines, that isn't boring. That's priority. People care about being fed, being housed, knowing tomorrow won't fall apart. Let's keep it real. Most younger local men do not have the financial ability to support these women. That's the reason. money, and stability. If a younger man had ability, they'd already be chosen. So when locals throw shade at foreigners, they're pointing in the wrong direction. If you don't have your money right, you don't have leverage. Choosing the wrong man has real consequences for her family, for her children. And places like the Philippines, fantasy decisions are expensive. So the first question isn't, is he handsome? It's, what can he actually do? This isn't an attack on younger men, but here's the truth most men learn too late. Chasing women comes after building leverage. Results come first. People love the word using, but it's a moral word. It implies she's a victim. It implies she's not intelligent. It implies that the man providing is stupid. None of these are true. She weighed her options. She evaluated outcomes. She made a decision. That's choosing. If she's choosing, she's not a victim. And if she's not a victim, the anger has nowhere to go. Youth and beauty run on a clock. Male earning power builds over time. Those timelines don't sync just because people don't like it. That's reality. Economics beats ideology. People don't argue when options exist. They choose. Nobody is owed attraction. Time is the real currency. Choices compound. Fantasy has a cost. Mismatch creates anger, not exploitation. Once you see the rules clearly, you stop arguing with outcomes and start taking responsibility for position. And whether people admit it or not, that's what actually matters. This is Asia Uncovered, where the truth hits harder than the fantasy you came here chasing.